Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of Canvas, that is how to draw a text on Canvas sheet. Now some of you might be knowing that we already discussed one method through which we can draw the text on a screen, right? And that method was fillText method, through which we write the text on Canvas. So today in this session we are going to continue the same thing, but this time we are going to use the method which is strokeText method. They both are very important method and used in various project scenarios. So by the end of session we will also understand the difference between strokeText method and fillText method. Okay, so we will proceed in the same way. Firstly, I'll explain you the what is a strokeText method, and then later on I'll show you the differences between strokeText as well as fillText. Okay, but before we start the discussion, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. For time being, we will just focus on the main thing, that is how to use strokeText method. Clear? Alright, so I think now we are good to start the session. Here, if I talk about the code is straightforward so far. Like we have just noted down the title in the head section and one heading which is HTML by Tech Sharmit. Now what we will do, we will firstly see the output of this code, which is coming like this: HTML by Tech Sharmit. And here I'll put something that is the heading, and I'll put the heading of this session. So topic would be HTML canvas text. Okay, HTML canvas text hyphen, and here I will put what method name would be strokeText method. Okay, so this is the main topic that we wanted to learn in this session. Clear? Now if we are talking about the canvas, we are talking about the drawing, so it's better to add that canvas, right? Because only on canvas we can draw all these things. So for that I will write here canvas. In canvas we will put ID, password, and sorry, not password. Firstly we will set the ID. ID would be canvas 1. Then we will set width. Width would be 600 pixels. Then we will set a height. Height would be 300 pixels. Okay, and then we will set a border to this. So I'll use style border. Border would be 5 pixels, solid black. Okay, so we are ready with this thing. Now what we will do, we will just simply save this thing and refresh the browser. So once I refresh the browser, you will see that canvas is coming with a proper border. So this is the actual place where we are going to draw a text. Okay, so this is just a sheet, like you can relate this canvas with your sketchbook where you are going to draw something. So we have just got the page where we want to draw it, right? But so far we have not draw anything on the sheet. This border is of sheet, not it is not a actual shape or anything. Okay, it looks like a rectangle shape, but even though the shape of canvas is rectangle, but we have not draw anything yet. Okay, so it's time to draw something as a text here, because we are going to learn about the strokeText method. So for that we will write here a script. In script, firstly we will connect the script with this document. So I'll write here where c equal document dot get element by ID. Okay, here I'll write canvas 1. Make sure everything should be in the same case. Why? Because JavaScript is completely case sensitive. Okay, so you can see here where c document dot get element by ID. Here get is written with a small g, element is with capital E, by is with capital B, and ID is with capital I. So in the same manner you have to write the things in JavaScript. Okay, now what we will do, we will write here where ctx, and here we will write c dot get element by ID. Not sorry, here we will write get context and we will mention 2D. So what 2D will do, it will mention that we are going to utilize all two-dimensional tools. Okay, so all those tools that is related to 2D shapes will be available through this strokeText now. So these are the two lines that we kept in almost every canvas related thing. Almost means in every, okay, because without this you are not able to use the canvas tools. Even though you can change the name if you want to change the where variable name C to something else like canvas or anything, you can change, but always make sure that you are providing it in the right place. If you are defining it here as C, so you are supposed to pass C here. If you are defining it as canvas, so you can also write it as canvas. Clear? So I think now this portion is clear, that how we can define the things. Now after defining the tools and all, we will start the drawing. Here also in stroke method we use font for setting the font attributes. So let me set that. If you remember in last session we discussed about the fillText, there also we utilize the font. Okay, so likewise what we will do, we will make the things here. So here I will write strokeText dot font, which would be 50 pixels. So this is the size of the font, and Arial, which is the font family. Now you can save this. After that we will write here the actual method, which is strokeText dot stroke method, and here not method, sorry, strokeText, and here we will provide the first parameter, which is the actual string which we want to print. So here we can write canvas sessions by Sharmit. Okay, so this is the text which I wanted to print. Now X position, so let me put it as 50, then Y position, or let's go with 10. Okay, then Y position would be 80. Fourth parameter is optional. If you want to set the width of the text, then you can, otherwise you can simply skip it. So I'll just save it and refresh my browser. So after a refresh you will see the text is coming like this, canvas, and this is outline structure, right? This is called strokeText. We are not actually filling anything here. This is a strokeText. Okay, now you can see the size is very large as per the canvas. So let's change the size. So here instead of 50 I can directly write 40 pixels. Save it. I think 30 would be fine, so let's save it to 30. Okay, now let's say if I want to move this to somewhere in the middle, so what I can do, I can change the X position. So let's make it as 50. First parameter is text, second is the X position, so I just changed it. Let's make it 60. In fact 70 would be also fine. Yeah, similarly if you want to move it to on Y axis, so you can make it as 150 directly, or maybe 140 would be fine. So now you can see it is coming like this. Okay, so this is how you can customize the thing. Now same thing if you want to do with fillText method, you can do that, right? Just to show you the differences, I'm writing here fillText as well. So fillText, let's save it, refresh it. It is overlapping this, so let me change the position to 240. Save it, refresh it. So now you can see the below text is of fillText method, above text is of strokeText method. Clear? So this is how we can design the things on canvas when you wanted to draw something as a text. So these are the two main or important text methods that we use in order to draw something on a canvas. Okay, so I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching this, and I would like to recommend you only one thing here. Like if you are trying to practice the canvas thing, I always recommend you to please try by changing the values as well. If I am writing something here as 30 pixels, so don't believe that you can only pass 30. You can change it, right? In fact, try to find out what is the default value. So let's say if I remove this thing from here and refresh the browser, you can see, not this, this one. Yeah, so now you can see it is coming with a default size and font, which is 10 pixels sans serif font family. Clear? So this is how you can also try it and explore the things. It will give you the more knowledge. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.